Hey, hi traders. Some things that I'm seeing today. Um, we're on a very strong volume today. We are breaking down, or this is the weekly chart. Our IWM is breaking down from this upper distribution area. So this is a failed breakout pattern on a very long weekly candle. And then what I want to show you here, we're here right near the day lows, and we are breaking away from that upper distribution area right now. And it looks like we're crashing down. I had actually put on a long position in Goldman Sachs thinking they were going to support the markets. But once I saw IWM doing what it was doing, the Russell, I really think we're going to see an end of day dump in these markets. So just keep that aware, and there's a lot of other charts here too. Let me show you. The second one I want to start would go with XOP. That's energy and oil space. ExxonMobil and Chevron are dipping after earnings big time. It's breaking trend support today, and the accepted values of point of control are more like 34.80. So there's a pretty good chance that you're going to see a crash down Monday on your energy spaces. Uh, to, so it's a really bad opportunity to go long over the weekend. Your XRT, your retail space, you see this topping pattern right here. This was a blow off top, and it's been totally rejected. So our retail is coming crashing down too, and we're moving into a different volume distribution. So obviously, the retail stocks are going to be under some pressure here. If you see what's happening to your XLU, we're right at the bottom of the cloud, and as of today, we are breaking down away from the trend line. So there's a good chance we're going to see continuation to the downside next week on our utilities. Your XME, your metals and mining index, this is a total rejection of this upward distribution. So all this inventory is trapped up here, and we're coming crashing down, and we are right now below the 20 SMA on the daily. Uh, and there's really no significant. Right here, there might be a little bit of support because we've had some volume in the past for a few days. But if it starts breaking right here at 35.80, and that's where it looks like it's going to close today, um, if it starts breaking below that, it's going to get really ugly in the metals and mining space. In that same logic, XLB, which is your material space, it's just totally getting destroyed. They completely rejected this upper distribution. There's no volume to support to speak of here. We're drifting away from the 20 SMA as the day progresses. It just keeps getting worse. And there's really no significant support all the way down to 59.75. So that's a considerable ways down that this thing could fall. On the daily, your XLE in line with the XOP, completely rejecting your upper distribution. We're in free fall at the 20 SMA, trying to hold the 20 SMA. The next target is this trend line down here, and we do have a little bit of responsive buying at this level with this trend line, so a little bit more downside for Monday. I had actually taken some Boeing calls, and then I happened to run across the XLI chart here, and at the time, uh, XLI was hovering up around 79.30, and it's really starting to fall apart. Okay, okay, interrupted there. I'm sorry. Uh, since we're breaking away from this all this inventory stuck up here going into Monday, and so what's going to happen? Likely, we're going to be coming crashing down to 78.01 or so on Monday open, because people are going to come home, see their accounts and stuff, and they're going to start. They're going to have sell orders in for Monday morning because they've had time to digest things over the weekend. And so just keep that in mind that there's a good chance your industrial is going to come crashing down Monday morning. A few less bad charts, I guess. You got this elongated distribution for your transports. Okay, we are right at trend support. This was the breakout level for our transports. So keep that in mind. If we do get continued weakness, the transports could continue lower. So that's something to keep an eye on for next week. Your XLV is still a pretty healthy chart here. We are at a trend support area for a potential bounce in going into Monday. Okay, your XLP, your consumer staples, it's completely rejecting this elongated upper distribution. So just keep this in mind. We are entering, all this inventory is trapped up here now. So you're going to start seeing responsive selling next week for any type of breakouts in your consumer staples. Despite the downgrades in Apple and Google, XLK is still holding up well. Now the primary uptrend, this accelerated uptrend, it broke today. We are holding the 20 SMA. Just keep this one on your radar. This is an elongated distribution pattern, and there is a chance we could see some buying because the pattern is actually not broken. So there is a chance that we could see some buying Monday, but we are right now trading slightly below the primary the main distribution. Okay, we're heading into a low volume POC for the end of the day. I think we're going to see a sell-off in everything coming at the end of the day. And the final chart I want to mention here, that's your XLF. It's holding out like a champ right here. So, but it does have an elongated profile like a lot of the other sectors. And I have mentioned that there's a very weekly charts on your Goldman Sachs and your Citigroup. They look like they've overshot the mark. So if the markets do start coming down pretty significantly here, XLF is going to go in tandem. But as long as our bonds continue to, or the treasury yields continue to go up, there should be a bid under the XLF on the way down, and it should be the first thing to look at for the recovery. That's all I got to say for the noon hour video.